Beginning to see clearer.
Oh.
Oh, the haze has gone away. Yeah, the rain is gone. Oh, man. Texas Roadhouse.
Just seems later.
So is that gonna be your supper? Oh,
Good visit.
that's good.
So you went on vacation? You went on vacation?
December,
So how was
December,
the
well, I only
parade?
went to Thanksgiving, I went to
That's why they do it.
the Macy parade.
I was
New York, yeah.
New York?
Yeah.
Oh, good. For a whole week. Pretty neat.
All right, thank you all for waiting. So we are back at 8:22. So there was a motion to go into executive session. So at this point, we're not going to take any action on item F, so we will be moving on to item 5, reports. So this is a non-action item. We just give the council an opportunity to report anything that they'd like to kind of talk about. Councilman Huerta?
I don't have anything.
Ms. White?
Well, I did, but I think I got them all answered in the course of the council
Okay.
meeting, so I'm fine.
Councilman Dominguez?
I do have one. So
Sir.
as you're coming into Odom, it's pretty dark.
Mhm.
And we used to have those lights in the middle that were always on,
Mhm.
like in front of Family Dollar and Dollar General.
Put it on your list.
What happened to those? The
There's
lights are
actually-
still there.
There's a manual switch
Okay.
on one of the poles.
Right.
The only person that knew was David Barnes.
Right.
The only thing is reaching out, and then not unless Jerry or one of the guys.
So there's
They
a
don't
manual.
know but what I could do, I actually, before our previous administrator left, I think he was working with McWhorter Electric to go and look at them to make sure that they had power first
Right.
to them.
No, they have power. One of them is, if you look closely, one of them is like trying to come on.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Late at night, it's trying to come on.
So,
then maybe,
It looks like they have
It
power,
needs to be-
but,
then it just needs to, we need to call AEP. That's it.
well, I don't know that that's the
yeah,
problem.
because I called the AEP, they said that was our responsibility,
I
so.
think they're ours.
I remember
Text
that.
up, put 'em in.
Belong to us, yeah.
Text, I'll put them in, I think, but like I said, McWhorter probably could go.
Yeah, I'll get with McWhorter tomorrow and see
Okay.
if they can come and check on them.
Yeah, it's like dark,
It is.
like super dark.
It
Another
is,
thing we
it's
can
real
do,
dark.
The poles are already there, everything's solar nowadays. And I think TxDOT mentioned that at one time, you could always switch the thing
The
to where
heads.
they'll all be solar.
Man, that would help, because it is pitch dark coming
Let
in.
me get with McWhorter on it because they're the ones who actually fixed the ones that are on the main street on Boss here. They're the ones who came out because some of the ones that were out here, McWhorter came and got those up and running as well. So let me just get with them. I'll call them tomorrow.
Okay.
And
And I-
and see what they can do.
I apologize, I
Okay.
do have something. What about those two supposedly lit stop signs on Cooper Road?
Oh.
Like,
The other one's gone too.
oh, really?
Oh,
It's
yeah,
gone
the
now,
other one's
too?
not lit, the other one's not going.
Okay. I mean, do we actually need a stop sign there?
Yes.
We don't have one over here on Main Street, so I
I
mean,
don't care.
I'm talking
Listen,
about
Cooper.
Cooper
yeah,
Road and
well,
at Cook,
Now,
Cook's
you're
last
saying
church.
the thing,
The other
all is
one's-
controlled by a fuse.
No. When they ran over it, the
Oh.
solar
this one.
thing on top, on the one coming.
Yeah. The one going out toward the highway, that way, not Boss, that way. That one was knocked down and the solar panels wasn't working. But now the other sign is out.
Okay, so that light's not working on that one?
No,
It's probably
Maybe.
just a fuse.
Yeah, okay.
well, that's
Probably in
fine.
that solar panel.
But
So,
it's like a main highway going through there with trucks.
Especially when there's
And,
when there's
Hey,
accidents and they
hey,
reroute
Billy,
everybody.
And they
Come-
reroute
Come over
everybody.
here and when it turned green,
Oh, I know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I know.
I always, I don't go. I honk
Yeah.
at them.
It's awful. Anyway, that's
So-
my concern.
Okay, I'll get somebody to take a look at that.
Thank you.
Mayor, I got one more.
Yes, sir.
So, for the
Sorry.
February meeting, can you have the code enforcer here?
I have him here right now.
Oh,
I'm gonna have him
good.
talk.
Oh,
I'm gonna have him
good.
talk to us here in a little bit.
Great, awesome. Okay.
That's who that is over there.
Good. All right.
So, so if you want, I mean, if you want to come up and just kind of tell us a little bit about what's been going on. I know that initially when you came on board, Sal had asked, just go out and give warnings, introduce yourself. But where are we? I mean, this is a new year, 2026, no more warnings. We've got to start enforcing our violations.
On that, we were just waiting for the municipal court and the court to get materialized. There were some talks about being that there was no security for documents and stuff like that. So I'm waiting on them. Since I got here back in June or July, I've been able to address issues that were a problem in this town without issuing citations. And I can tell you this, as a police officer, I've been a police officer for over 20 years. And I understand, I do believe in citations and giving out, enforcement. But I think I've gotten stuff taken care of just by going out there and doing awareness and talking to these people. And the only thing that is that I see that doesn't really change any, and I really don't think a citation would work, would be that there's a lot of dilapidated homes here,
Mhm.
and there's a lot of dilapidated property. That should be taken care of by sending a certified letter to the homeowners and push forward to the city to either demolish these properties or take
Correct.
ownership.
Exactly.
Other than that, I really don't see any major issues in this town. Other than people having their vehicles parked on the roadway that have
Right.
been junked or with no life insurance or registration. I've tagged those vehicles. I followed up those vehicles, and the vehicles are up to code now. They have a registration. They have insurance. Obviously, if they have a registration, they have insurance. And either or vehicles have been removed from the roadway. Other than that, I know there's been some dog issues. No bites or no anything that would be like priority to dog issues. I know you have your contract through the county, and I think they've been doing good. I don't know what y'all's previous issue with the dog pound here or animal control was here in town. Yeah, definitely if it's something that I don't know if all of y'all know what I do, but when I go out and I do my rounds, I document, I take pictures. That was direct communication with Sal. Sal's not been here, so I've been emailing Councilman Dominguez and also email the clerk. So anything that needs to be directed to me is either going to be directed to the city manager or to the clerk.
Okay.
I've given my number out to each and every one of y'all as a courtesy. I don't mind you calling, but if something needs to come down the line, I'm a veteran and I've been a police officer for 20 years, and I strongly believe in the chain of command. And I don't plan to jump the chain of command, and I don't expect it either to be dealt with me. So even that now that we have a city manager, she can direct it to me. And I will give you my number, and I'll probably talk to you here in a little bit. But definitely, if we need to start enforcing the citations, we will. I can tell you this as experience also. It doesn't matter if I sit here and get 100 tickets. Sometimes a talk or just a little nudge of, hey, get this fixed, works. The police department and different departments in the city don't work as money-making departments. Uh, I don't know if that's something that, has been thought of. I know in a lot of small towns, that is a big problem. People think that department is gonna bring money to the city, revenue, by impounds and tickets. The only thing you're gonna cost is people not to come to this town, to go around it. The only way to bring business to this town is by bringing more business, more tourism, and more ways of having jobs here in town. But definitely, if it's a significant seizure or if it's like a property seizure and the city can benefit from it, that's something that will go back to the general fund. So, but other than that, anybody have any questions for me or concerns?
Well, I like the what you've been doing. I kind of stayed in close contact with Sal whenever I had an issue, and I think we'll enforce that here with ourselves here. Now that we have a new city administrator, we will direct everything. If you get a call from one of us, just refer them to her because she needs to know what's going on. And a lot of times, if I'm calling you directly, she may not know that I'm talking to you, right? So I tried to make a point with our previous city administrator, just go through him. Hey, I need you, whether it was a maintenance issue, whether it was with you. And I'll do the same, because it is, as the city administrator, it's your job to manage the day-to-day operations and our contractors and stuff. So just so you know, I mean, if I have something that I would like him to look into, I will refer it to you, either through an email, so you have it on, on email that, hey, can you, next time he comes, can you have him check on A, B, or C, something like that. But, and obviously, if you're out or you're you don't can't you're not available, you can always say, hey, well, can you call him directly because I can't from where I'm at or something like that, and then obviously will relay that to you somehow. But yeah, I agree to try to keep you kind of, this is the person that I report to, not a, I don't report to multiple people. So we'll continue to do that
Yeah,
going
that just
forward.
creates some confusion and stuff gets lost in transition. That way we have one. Now that we have the city manager, like I said, I'll definitely be communicating with her. As much
And
as I
I
can.
do I have had some people talk to me about you, and they said, "Hey, your new ordinance guy came to my house, and he was pretty nice." He says, "I was me asustó, at first, like, he scared me. I was like, what did I do?" And I said, "But he's." They said, "I've had at least 3 people tell me, he was really nice." And
And
he
it's
says,
all,
"He's a."
and it's all on how you talk to people.
Mhm.
I mean, just, hey, I'm not here to make your life miserable, but this is the issue. We're trying to get it fixed. We don't want to go to, the next step would be a citation, and you got to go to court. It might give you a chance to get it fixed.
And like I said, I did have at least 3 people tell me, and they said, that you took the time to talk to them, and you weren't like in a rush, like getting after them. And he says, "No, me explicó." He explained to me, why. He says, and honestly, one of them said, "I didn't even know that, to be honest with you." He says, so they were very, they really appreciated the way you handled the situation. You says he didn't come in here trying to bully and all that. So I appreciate that. And when I hear things like that, of course, I'm going to let you know because I mean, the citizens here, we put a lot of burden on them when it comes to tax dollars and other things, and I don't want them to feel like now they're trying to hit me for this and hit me for that. But obviously, if they can't correct the problem,
Yeah, it's a nuisance,
you
or
know,
if it's continuous, then
or a safety issue,
and that's
you
why
know.
I do the documentation, because when you go to court, you're gonna have a stronger case against this person when you show that evidence. It's like, hey, officer's been out here 6 times this past year, and you haven't fixed it. So now it's come to this.
Yeah.
So I think it's fair, other than just slapping them with a ticket right away and then creating some, you know, um,
Yeah, no,
animosity or something.
like I said, I appreciate the way you've handled some of our citizens. They've come back and said some positive things um, about their interaction with you. So I definitely appreciate
I
that.
plan to, I mean, with y'all's approval and the city manager's approval, I'm probably gonna seek to get my full, certification as a code enforcement officer, which is a week-long class. Uh, I'm not asking the city to send me to the training. It's like a $500 class for a week long, but, that's something that I may do on my own, and take that class. That way I have my full certification. As a Texas police officer, I am allowed to, enforce the health and safety code and some of the issues like illegal dumping and stuff like that. So that's what we're working around with. But once I'll be a full-blown code enforcement officer, that'd be a lot easier just to have that extra certification. I have taken numerous trainings since then. I made those certificates available to the clerk, so she has them on file. I'll probably give you some of my copies of the certificates that I have. But I signed up for some Texas offers free training for equal enforcement officers and peace officers. So it's just getting to know the job, because it's a little bit different. It's a lot more health and safety codes. You got the water codes, you got wastewater codes, and all that stuff. So, but other than that, that's pretty much what I have.
Officer Ortiz, do you know our building inspector? Have you ever met him?
No,
What's his name? Our building inspector. You know him?
I met him
Yeah, but I think
before,
we
but I
contracted
can't.
out.
Yeah, that's contract. He's out of,
Contracted out.
Yeah.
yeah, you might want to set something up to
So,
meet.
meet
Kenny, yeah.
Okay.
Kenny,
Yeah.
we'll try to set something up so you can
I'll get in contact with him.
meet with them and.
And I'm working 4 hours a week.
I was gonna ask.
4 hours a week, and it's like one every week that I'm on. So I'll come 4 times a month.
Even on
And,
Sunday.
Hmm?
You were here Sunday, then, right?
Yes.
I was going like.
I come in basically any hours, because I don't have a set schedule, but I come in and work.
You did?
I'll come in, I'll do my rounds, I do my report, and I submit it. Like I said, along with pictures and a report, because I like to see what I'm talking about. So that's why I do that, for transparency, and that way there's what I'm talking about. If I say, oh yeah, there was a sign on this post over here and it shouldn't be on there, we took it off, I'll show you, I'll take a picture of the sign that's been soliciting. We have a lot of those issues here, and I'll just go around just taking the signs off, unless they're approved by the city or anything like that.
That's good. And dealing with our city, she's done in municipal court. That's
Yes.
so you probably know.
Yes.
She's familiar with citations. That's a good thing.
I'll make contact with the court. As far as that, do y'all know that if it's up and running?
They're finishing up the construction of the bathrooms, so they should be able to be accessible probably here in the next couple of weeks or so. So
Awesome.
they should be
I'll get
finishing
with
up.
the judge and see what day she wants to have board hearings for any type of citation issue or anything like that.
And I'll say on my behalf, and I'm, of course, obviously, we'd have to kind of have the council, we'll have a little discussion and stuff, but if there is any training that you want to take, I mean, we might be able to just say, well, we'll help you with the training if, we'll have some kind of an agreement where you kind of stay on board for, a couple of years or whatever to kind of help us out along the way to kind of, be able to assist you in that manner. Because anything that I think that you could take that's going to assist in enforcing some of our ordinances. I think the city now, a lot of people know that we have a code enforcement officer because like I said, I've had people, tell me that they've had to interact with you. But if those people know, then, there's others, because they'll sit in the cafe and say, hey, man, that city ordinance guy came to my house about this or that, so everybody kind of already has an idea that we have a code enforcement officer now, or agent, I guess is what we're calling it right now. But that's something we can discuss down the road.
Yes.
I could tell you this much, when I've called him, he's taking care of them. So we've talked several times, so I appreciate it. I was gonna ask you a while ago, do you have an agreement or a contract with the city of
Yes.
Odom? You do?
There was a contract drawn up by Mr.
Motion,
Hernandez.
Scott one?
Yeah, he's got kind of,
Okay.
Yeah,
And-
we have a contract with the city, which stipulates, my work hours and how much I'm to work a week. So
Okay,
that's what we agreed on because it was contract work.
right.
So it was, you're gonna come in, you're gonna do your thing, you're gonna report, and then, eventually if there's a city council meeting, you give, feedback to the council and anything like that. But, yeah, I mean, like I said, it was, stipulated that I was gonna report to the city manager and, to the clerk, which is,
That's
Mary,
right.
she's the one that, she'll be the one that, like, if there's anything that's
Right.
sent out or anything, she'll format those letters.
So the hours worked, is that all you can do? Because I know you have a primary job.
Yeah, I'm a police officer.
Right, so is that all you can do, or is that what was
No,
available?
so that, I know that was drawn up like that because, I guess the way Sal, told me was that you guys didn't have one, code enforcement officer for a while.
Okay,
Y'all had some issues that needed to be addressed because he was the one that was kind of going around it.
Gotcha.
But he couldn't handle it.
Okay.
So I told him, I said, well, what works good for you? Because one is funding. Funding is everything.
Right.
Money is everything. So budget. He says, well, can you come in and do like a part-time gig, get the ball rolling so we get more of a solidified, position or funds or stuff like that. So I said, well, I can come in, I can work these 4 hours. And honestly, to tell you the truth, I mean, I think I've done good for the 4 hours that I come in and work.
Yeah.
Because, from what I have seen in this town, you don't have too many problems with city ordinances violations or code enforcement violations to even have a full-time guy. If you have a full-time guy, you be jacking around, hanging out, drinking coffee, because there's a lot of downtime.
Mhm.
I come in, after those 4 hours, I work, and that's just, I work, I do my report, that's it. If I don't have anything, I'll just pay. I know how to do my time. But that's something you don't see as, you don't have any. If it helps you, and I'm able to help you, I'm fine with it. I don't know if it's honest, I don't know if there's any other concerns besides,
I just wanted to say, we mentioned on that table, we've always had that table. We had a program years ago, but we were working with the fire chief, and running that's something that we did with fire chief and council, and it worked. I mean, we had a lot of people turn on that house.
and there are some dilapidated homes that I'll go and I'll move and with the yards. Well, don't have, but there's some that just, not got here, they haven't been, they're.
So many houses, I mean, they were being torn down, and we offered a system that could bring the,
Yeah, because you can go through, our film program is, they'll build a home. They'll turn that home to a building home and they'll rent it out. I think it's to the government, to the government.
yeah, we kind of, I think they have to be bigger than that house. We're gonna see a lot of houses in our back. And that's it, what we did years ago, we call that, we got the fire chief involved. It was another way to do some fire hazard. And then now we have, fire people, you've got.
Kids to go in there.
That's what you do. We do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something, like I said, it was kind of hard to sit down and do some brainstorming because sound we lost out. And that was something that I was kind of moving forward, not needing words, being talking about that. But now that you have to that interaction, there's so much her, she has an idea. More of a priority. But, like I said, some of the houses are being handled, they're being, but, I don't know, who that needs to do back. But, the rest, yeah, do a little research and maybe assessments.
Well, one of the people that we have, I mean, we're always very cognizant about, asking people to spend money that they don't have. I mean, we're very hesitant to raise fees, on our citizens, but, sometimes we just can't, avoid it. So there are a lot of people that have needs that they just pay out, saying, I can't afford to tear it down. It's going to cost $7,000 $1,000 to have it put out that kind of money. So it's like, well, at least maintain the yard, don't let it become a jungle and stuff like that. So, yeah, so, I mean, we understand that. So, again, I don't want to keep you guys here too long. I really appreciate what you're doing. I've had some very good feedback from the interaction that you've had with some of our citizens, and I appreciate your honesty. I'm glad that you see that we don't have a big problem, but there are some folks that sometimes will be hesitant to follow the rules, and sometimes we might have to take steps to make sure that it's not fair to the other citizens that they're following the rules and then one individual's not. So, again, I appreciate you coming today and letting us know how things are going and make time to meet with our new city administrator and hopefully come up with some ideas. So, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Councilman Hall, you have anything to report?
No.
I was just sitting there a couple days ago, talked to
Victor?
He's doing an awesome job. He's doing a great thing too, lean bus. Lean bus. Like all these lift stations lean like maybe 10 months, something like that. The one network is doing work. Well, it's right in the station, and they got a pump over there, set up 2 pumps. And then these pumps, we need it. So,
The pumps at Meadowbrook, they're out. They're supposed to be servicing them. I don't know what's taking so long. I'll have to get somebody because they went and picked it. Well, I don't know. Let me make sure. They may not have picked them up already, but I was told that they had been picked up, but I'd have to just go and set eyes on it myself. But yeah, we do have a rental pump going there right now. But yeah, that's something that we want to kind of meet with Parker about and maybe kind of the scope of work, kind of maybe look at how we're going to use those funds to make sure that we're using them appropriately for the city. So
On another thing, went Saturday to the dump over here. They had a bunch of vehicles, tractors just laying around. Can we get rid of those? And he said one of the tractors works, but he said it needs brakes. And Victor needs a tractor over there to load the suds. He just needs, I don't care, he just wants something to load it. So we need to get him something out there.
well, let me find out which
Something-
one.
It was something like $2,000 or $3,000. I mean,
Let me
but
find
here
out.
again, we
What
don't have nobody sit, like now that you're on board, he goes, hey, get a mechanic. What do we need? Fix it.
Yeah.
Because he needs a,
Yeah, well, we had the skid steer over there, but the skid steer is the one that's out, and I don't know what it needs to be. And the other backhoe needs a transmission.
And then we got that dump truck that nobody could drive because they don't have a CDL license, so it's just sitting
Yeah,
there.
so that one we already surplus that one. We just have to, put it in the auction. So
I mean, she's
that
got
kind of thing.
to
So
get your work cut out.
yeah,
Just like
yeah. All right, Councilman Garza.
my one of the concerns was also the stop sign. But even if the lights don't work, I mean, the people, they just, because sometimes you still need it, because especially like for people that they get rerouted,
Oh.
they get rerouted a lot and they just like, stop. I can stand out there and I'm just looking at, sometimes all I do is just get my phone and pretend I shouldn't be saying that, but pretend I'm recording, I shouldn't say it because now they're gonna, and they'll stop.
They just listen to you right
I
now.
know. No, but it's not the people from here, it's the people
No, I know.
from out of town that
Yeah.
are getting
No, like
rerouted.
some of them,
and
even
they're
the
bad.
locals, like from
Oh,
Edgewood,
yeah. Yes.
they don't care. They'll
No,
just
No,
go
some from
past
town,
it.
some from
They're
town too,
bad.
because when I'm backing out of my house,
Uh-oh.
they do that.
Does that stoplight have a light?
It's a stop
They're
sign
the
that has
blinking lights, but they're not
it's supposed
working.
to blink. But
It has a fuse.
Oh,
Now, one of them got run over. so
And it has
it's
not
so-
been fixed.
oh, yeah, I was gonna say,
But
'cause
one of them-
you have the solar ones. that are-
If it's not working, it's just a fuse.
Oh, okay.
And again, the only person that knew is gone.
Yeah.
But
Well,
So
do
we'll-
you have a traffic, is it a lockbox for the city or how's that?
it's not a lockbox.
no, it's just the fuse is inside the solar panel itself, and it's just like a little screw. You just take it off, and there's a
That's
fuse.
y'all's, that's the city's.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, the cities will put it up there.
If you
So
want, I can have you look at it.
okay.
Okay.
And then,
Because I'll be here on Fridays, I mean, as well, so Friday's kind of my day here, so.
I can have a look at it, and if I find the fuse, we can try to locate it and get it replaced.
It's crazy though. It's
'Cause the
just
other- 'cause
crazy.
One of the stop signs, it's the whole thing.
Yeah, the whole ball of
The
wax.
reason why we put a lighted stop sign is because a lot of people are not from here.
Right,
And then next thing you know, they see a stop sign, like, oh, so they just run it.
yeah.
But from far away, they already see that
Yeah,
blinking
it'll
light.
catch their attention.
Yeah, we weren't too much concerned about church and Cook. It
Right.
was just,
And that's all.
On Cooper,
and-
Cooper Road, right at the taqueria down here.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Further in, there's a forward sign.
All right.
Yeah. It's the first stop.
Cooper.
Yeah.
So,
Kelly, this was already talking German, sure.
all right, anything else? Betsy?
I'm gonna stop talking.
We're just gonna say that, I spoke with
I'm
Mike
gonna say Cooper.
with the San Patricio County.
Excuse me.
resident. And we're gonna be setting up a meeting with you, to talk about the water tower project.
Yes, we're gonna have to have a special call meeting on that because some decisions are gonna have to be made. I think the cost of the project is gonna exceed the $2 million. Well, we had a $2.3 million from the COG, but about $1 million of it is engineering costs. So we only have like $1 million that can be used for that project. But I think that it's gonna, I got the email from them that it's gonna exceed the cost, so we have to figure out where they're gonna get the money to do what we're gonna do, or see if we can do something different. I mean, we'll just have to talk about it, so.
And then also to add the hazardous mitigation approval. within the next-
Okay. All right. I don't have anything to report, so I think do we have a motion to adjourn?
Such a jerk.
And we have a second? We are adjourned.
Congratulations, Miss Lisa.
You guys, if you could sign here, her agreement, let's get your signatures on. Here you go. Here. Get everybody's